Number of transactions was over 4,200. We had our first over $2 million gross closed income agent in
Mhm.
20 years. We had more agents made over $1 million than at any time in 20 years. We had 95 agents make over 100,000. If you can't write a contract on the back of your car on a Saturday night, then you don't know enough. All you have to do is show up. Just show up and you can succeed. Let's get to the point.
Maybe you've heard the statement, grown men will die for it, babies will cry for it, and that's attention. And Jeff, we just had our awards banquet, and nobody had to die to attend it. But some really incredible things took place with our awards ceremony where we were able to recognize our amazing agents here on the Emerald Coast.
Yes, we sure did. It was we had it at the Henderson again, which everybody loves the Henderson in Destin.
Yeah.
And it's by invitation only. So the only people that were invited to it were the ones that won the awards.
Hmm.
And we had over 150 people there. We had an amazing time. Um, the results were incredible for 2021.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was just about everything category wise was the best in 20 years for us.
So give me some picture of what you mean by that. What are the categories and what stand out to you as significant? We're talking 20 years history, records.
Yes. Number of transactions was over 4,200.
Wow.
Um, we had our first over $2 million gross closed income agent in
Mhm.
20 years. We had more agents made over $1 million than at any time in 20 years. We had 95 agents make over 100,000 total.
Wow. So when you look at that, over 95 earned over $100,000 a year. And that's the benchmark that everybody wants to aim for.
It always is,
And we're
yeah.
delivering on that.
Yeah, I mean, so the whole thing, the average agent of over 400 agents was $110,000.
Mm.
Isn't that what we want for all of our people?
That is so powerful. That's for people, they're coming in, they're wanting that six figure. And you're saying that the average Keller Williams agent at Keller Williams Emerald Coast, $110,000.
I think it's $110,427 to be exact. For some reason, I remember that. But
That's
that's
awesome.
what we want for everyone, and that's what they want for themselves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they got into real estate.
That is fantastic. So we have our multi-million dollar earners.
Mm-hmm.
We have more $1 million earners ever.
Mm-hmm.
We are doing almost 400 transactions every single month. And what about closed volume? What's that number?
So the goal was 2 billion. We ended up at a little over 1.8 billion. Actually, I think it's 1.89 billion. So it was very good and the best ever.
Yeah.
And the other, I think, achievement was Gary Keller wrote the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, I think back in 2004.
Hmm.
And we have one team that achieved those results with regard to their gross closed income exceeded 3.5 million, and their net income exceeded a million. And the CEO and leader of that team, who's been in real estate over 15 years, uh, his income was over $1 million,
Hmm.
and he did not do a transaction. Well, I think he said he did do a couple, but
Right.
he hardly did any of the transactions. It wasn't like he was working, doing in the business. He was the CEO and leader of the pack.
And when you look at that, not only did he earn over, and look,
Mm,
he's one of the first to arrive, but he's also gone every evening by 4 o'clock. But he had
yeah.
earners making five, six, seven, $800,000 on his team. Um, Very powerful results.
Yeah, he might have 19 people on that team, including administrative assistants
Hmm.
and director of operations and transaction coordinators. And I think the average income on his entire group was in excess of 460,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So why is it so important to recognize? Because look, the owners and investors of our office, they they don't have to spend that money for the Henderson, and the Henderson doesn't give that away. The meal was amazing. The experience was amazing. Why do you believe it's so important to recognize our agents?
Okay, so I was a real estate agent, a buyer's agent on a team to start out. So I did that job for 6 years.
Yeah,
And unless you have been a real estate agent, you do not know how hard it is, right? Every person that comes here, around 200 people a year, new. And what do they all say? Real estate was harder than they thought, cost more, took longer to get paid. And so the people that are achieving at the highest levels, it's hard on them.
yeah,
They have families too, personal lives and their own issues. So real estate is, while you can make a lot of money, maybe more than any other profession you can get in, it can be grueling and we see
yeah.
people burn out. So we try to reward them and recognize them to give them the momentum, the energy to push forward.
And I think it's so important, not only is in the getting going, but also the momentum to keep going. And
Hmm.
one of the highlights for me is we got to recognize our rookie of the year, Travis Mater,
Right.
hit rookie of the year. And this is a young man that, goodness, last year, or when we say 2020,
Hmm.
he earned $21,000 as a paraeducator and baseball coach. Came in and he ended up earning right at $174,320. I remember those numbers as well. And to go in 1 year, hit the rookie of the year, which you have to earn at least $150,000 to even be considered.
Right.
Um, but to do that, and the lion's share of that occurred from June when he finished coaching and teaching
Hmm.
all the way through December. He just hit it out of the park. And it was exciting to see him hit that and so many other awards. And Jeff, I know he came up to you afterwards
Yeah.
and he said something that really spoke to you.
Oh, it did. So, okay. Travis Mark is the director of productivity. Travis was in Mark's productivity coaching program, Real Impact Coaching, and he achieved this type of results to become the rookie of the year, which is I don't know, highly sought after award.
Yeah.
Like everybody's aware of what each other is doing, and the winner of the Rookie of the Year is often challenged. So we've got to support the results, and
Yes.
it's so
Hey,
everyone gets excited
and
about it.
he earned luxury designation.
Oh
So
yeah,
not only rookie of the year, not only $174,320, but luxury designation.
hmm
Um, that's pretty big. And he spoke to you afterwards. What?
yes, he did. So Travis was leaving, and I really want everyone to hear this. So Travis was leaving, and he turned around and he saw me, and I saw him. He walked over to me and said that he had joined Keller Williams, and obviously he was happy with his choice, but he never realized how amazing the company was until the day of the award ceremony because Keller Williams is, I don't know, highly experiential, I
Yeah.
guess, and so people care about each other. We're a family. And one of our staff members wrote, I don't know what I would
Just a
say,
tribute.
a tribute, yes, to another one, and it was amazingly touching to the point of tears
Yeah.
in the crowd, everyone, myself included, and a standing ovation
Yeah.
for Aaron. So it was our market center administrator who pays our agents. He's in the background taking care of our agent checks. So it was very touching for the entire room.
Yeah. And I think what he saw is that real estate, a lot of people go into business for themselves. And he realized that I'm in business for myself, but not by myself.
Mm.
Afterwards, in the mingling, some of our top producers came up and inquired about his business and offered to help in any way and said, look, where you are, if I have business, let me send that there. And he realized there's an abundance mindset, the culture of caring and collaboration that's not stingy or greedy,
Right.
but really is an open-handed, abundant approach. And I think it was transformative for him as well.
Yeah, I do too. It's people helping people, and that feeling will carry you forward in a lot of different ways because that's what you're doing as a real estate agent. You sell people houses, but those houses are memories. I mean,
Yeah.
that's their life.
Yeah. Well, I do have to say, he's got the momentum, and in the first 2 months of this year, he will close $7.5 million just in the first 2 months of this new year. So, he was sitting there watching the awards banquet, and it expanded his mind to what was possible, and every time I was sitting next to him, he'd say, "What's that award? What's that award? What's that award?" And at the end, he says, "I'm going for that one,"
There you
which
go.
was the top one.
Mhm.
And so these are powerful, not only for the recognition, but the inspiration
Oh, yes.
and, daring to believe that it's possible.
Yeah, I get texts and emails. How much do I have to do to get the presidential award or this one? So it's the same thing. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I guess the messages are, I don't know, if you want to learn how to make over 100,000, check out Keller Williams. We'll put a
yeah,
pitch in for ourselves. And if you want to get into a profession where you can make unlimited amounts of money, check out real estate and give us a call.
absolutely. Look, it's a great opportunity. It's a great company, and I think you said it best. We're an experiential company, and sometimes, our competitors like to create a different narrative. I would say come and experience Keller Williams. Experience the impact it can have on your life, and experience the impact it can have on your success.